Coffee time, and welcome to this week's video. Come to Staines Moor, first time for several months. It's now just passable in wellies. Come up through from the south and stopped initially because of the Sedge Warblers absolutely singing and showing really well. So I'm hoping to get a good array of birds. I'm here for most of the day, but with the Sedge Warblers it's a really good start. So let's see what comes. The Sedge Warblers arrive from their wintering grounds south of the Sahara, sort of mid-April, and leave late August and early September. They seem quite curious birds, showing themselves quite well. I love the way every so often they lift off, continuing their song, and then return almost exactly to the same spot. Most seem to be gathered along the edge of the cone, and they seem to prefer the bushes along the edge of the river. And it gives you the impression that they're really quite irritated and quite rushed, and a real range of song. Another constant companion for these meadow pipits, and they acted in a pretty similar manner. This particular one had its favourite perch on the hawthorn bush, and periodically take flight, hover, and then return almost again to the same spot. Right off into the distance, spotted a Whinchats. Unfortunately, as the morning drew on, and with the heat haze, it wasn't such a clear view. As I walked up the River Colne and around the northern edge of the moor, came across 2 or 3 lesser white throats. And they were a real challenge to film in and out this dense foliage, but just managed to get a couple of odd little clips with just a little bit of their song. And typically it decided to sit at the top of this tree singing, but it was just slightly obscured. And as I walked around the moor throughout the day, the short-eared owls showed themselves on several occasions. And as I started to walk back towards the southern end, fortunately one showed himself on this perch. I'd heard the song of the skylark several times throughout the day, but here, just on the edge of the path, it sat up lovely and gave a little burst of its song. And I was really pleased that as the late afternoon drew on, the sun dropped in the sky, which meant I could see the Whinchats just a little bit clearer. And close by, completed the trio of chats with this Wheatears. Quite unusually sat up on this bramble. And eventually it moved to probably where you'd commonly see them moving around the grass. Well, that's my last cup of coffee before I finally go home. It's been an amazing day actually. A couple of firsts for me, the Wheatears and the Whinchat, which is really, really pleasing. Nice to see the short-eared owls, as always. But overall, yeah, an amazing day. I think I've walked miles. I had to have plenty of rest. But it's home for some dinner, I think. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a big thumbs up, like and subscribe. And as always, it'd be great for you to join me for a cup of coffee in the next one.